Now that you reviewed strategies for developing instruction aligned to the Common Core state standards in math, such as the use of stories, graphic organizers, and task analytic instruction, you probably have a better idea of how these early numeracy skills discussed at the beginning of this section of the modules could also be taught. Let's talk a little more about building early numeracy skills to gain greater access to grade level curriculum. It's so important to really think about the population of students that we are working with and their specific needs. We know that many students, even in secondary grade levels, have not mastered all of their early numeracy skills in order to have a deep conceptual understanding of the Common Core state standards in math, such as geometry and algebra. This figure illustrates that all three of these components encompass math instruction for students with disability. We will continue to build access to the general curriculum in meaningful contexts. We will build early numeracy skills with explicit lessons focused on those skills, and within the grade level aligned instruction. Finally, we need to continue to teach the standards and look at how to align our instruction to grade level math. Let's look at the next slide for an example of how to actually embed early numeracy skills in grade level aligned math lessons. In 2013, Jimenez and Staples at the University of North Carolina at Greensboro investigated how to use early numeracy skill instruction to build students' access to grade level standards. They used the early numeracy curriculum developed by Jimenez, Browder, and Saunders to explicitly teach those early numeracy skills. Then they task analyzed and broke down the parts of the grade level skills. For example, here is a 5th grade extended Common Core state standard in math for coordinate planes. Then what they did was looked at to see where each specific step and where an early numeracy skill would help the students to obtain mastery of the specific grade level standard. You can see here in the first box that as students started to understand one-on-one correspondence, for example to 2, they were then able to think about moving their chip over 2 spaces on the coordinate plane. While the teacher would still need to teach plotting to a coordinate plane, the number sense made a great impact on how the students were able to start learning and using these grade level standards. In this particular study, all 3 students were able to complete multiple steps to 5 different Common Core standards. This is just an example of one, after receiving early numeracy instruction. Let's now return to the module to summarize all of this exciting new information.